There's not a lot of meat on the bones for Bryan Danielson, and that showed this week on AEW Dynamite when that brittle bone, his orbital bone, buddy, got broken in a tag team match against Orange Cassidy and apparently the greatest wrestler in the world, Okada, who can't even keep his opponents safe. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. And what's new? Just like you wake up in the morning and you get on with your life, Daniel Bryan has woke up in the morning with another injury. This guy's body is falling apart. I'm sure it doesn't help the fact that he's vegan and he's not got a strong body, but he's not on a strong show either. The ratings ain't strong for AEW. There's nothing strong about AEW. Even this match, you can argue that Bryan getting injured was a botch, but we had one moment where Okada kicks Cesaro and he doesn't even come close to kicking him, and then Cesaro starts getting up like a mongoloid and starts beating his chest like King Kong as if he's just been hit like a big boot for test. I mean, Okada didn't even fucking connect. This whole match was embarrassing. But for it to end in an injury to Daniel Bryan, it happened very quickly. Not sure if it was the orange punch from Cassidy or whether it was the clothesline lariat from Okada. But either way, Bryan Danielson ends the match laying in the corner like a bag of shite, reportedly going to be out for the rest of 2023. And I mean, come on, we've seen worse injuries than this. Yet Daniel Bryan just clung onto the ropes at the end like a little baby, waiting for the doctors to come and check on him.
Yep, the same marks that were crying about Vince McMahon using a cane at the age of 80 after back replacement surgery will be, oh my dear Blockbuster employee Daniel Bryan, are you okay, buddy? Fuck off, man.
Like, McMahon done both quads and he still took part in the segment. He didn't lie on his back, you know, and waiting for a doctor to come and save him. He sat on his ass. And he looked to see who should win the Royal Rumble. Cena or Batista.
Help backstage.
I mean, look at
waddled. He fucking crawled backstage.
Look at fucking Triple H. Triple H comes out, you know, it does his quad and continues the match. Let's Jericho put him in the walls of Jericho on top of the fucking table. I mean, come on.
Yep, Austin break his neck. You know, wins the match against Owen.
Angle won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck. What's Daniel Bryan do? And I'm not saying it wouldn't hurt, like, but at the end of the day, it's a broken orbital bone. And then again, you know what? Maybe he's right not to continue because everyone in AEW is unsafe. He'd probably ate a super kick for real, and his whole face would have just shattered. So,
yeah, I'm not expecting him to take like a test big boot after he breaks it, but the hold on to the bottom rope and cry like a little bitch was embarrassing. And like everybody checking on him. It was almost, they just like all broke kayfabe for like a broken orbital bone. Okada checking on him.
And then we had like, it was weird, the Blackpool Combat Club come out and they're all checking on Bryan. And then you've got Okada. I couldn't really determine whether he was checking Bryan or whether he was mocking Bryan, but he was pointing his head over towards Bryan. He was like pointing towards his shoulder and his arm and his cheekbone and whatnot. And then you've got Cesaro who's just letting him do it, and it's like these guys are supposed to be fighting each other. Then we have Hook coming down with a school bag on. This guy's supposed to be fucking Taz Jr. This guy's supposed to be a killer, and he's come out to the ring with his wee hood up and his school bag. Then we've got Rocky Romero. Who the fuck is this guy? And Trent Barretta. I mean, how did this Dynamite went off the air with all these fucking bums in the ring?
Yeah, Claudio on Collision saying, oh, I'm going to get the revenge for Daniel. Well, you knew he was injured during this segment and you just let everybody come over to him. Like, what's the fucking end game here? School bags and a broken orbital bone. This company's in the... Oh, Okada, the big draw. Yo, see that clothesline you talked about?
Got lost to NXT again.
I'm pretty sure that's his...
finisher.
Yeah, the Rainmaker.
Aye. it's a shorthand clothesline, man. He's literally... He doesn't even move. He's literally pulling the person into the contact. I mean, come on. Look at JBL's clothesline for hell. And then we're supposed to be the Rainmaker.
And that's what Dave Meltzer gives 7 stars.
7 stars, my ass. So, yeah, Daniel Bryan, I mean... Hopefully he gets better soon. Don't want to see anybody injured, but at this point, I think his body's just giving up on him.
Eat some meat, you little bitch.
And you know what? I mean, it probably didn't help in WWE that they kept, like, not putting the... I don't think they should have put the belt on this guy, but they kept, like, teasing it, and then they finally decided, you know what? We're going to take a chance the guy gets injured a month later.
Yeah, he's injury prone.
I'm not saying that's Daniel Bryan's fault. Maybe he is injury prone, but it's like WWE as well. Maybe they should have gave him the title a bit earlier. I don't know. It's just a disaster. The guy's been injured way too many times now. Maybe it's time for him to call it a day. WWE never wanted him to return. They never wanted to clear him. They were happy to pay him. You know what I mean? McMahon and WWE get made out to be big, horrible people, but they were willing to pay Daniel Bryan a good sum of money just to have him be a GM. And let's be real, he wasn't a good GM. He fucking sucked.
No, boring, just sitting there in his wee checkered shirt.
The only time he ever stood out as a GM is when The Miz went through him. That's the only time Daniel Bryan had a memorable moment as SmackDown GM. Yeah, you know, WWE were willing to pay him, but that's not enough. No, WWE are bad for trying to keep him out of the ring, and it's like, no, WWE are actually probably trying to protect him. Now, you could argue, whose interests are they doing it for? I'm not going to sit here and suggest that McMahon is possibly doing it out of Daniel Bryan's interests. Could be selfishness, and he doesn't want anything to happen to a person in a WWE ring, but either way, it just goes to show that Tony Khan and AEW, they don't care. They don't care if your body's made out of fucking twigs, they'll send you into the ring.
Oh, guys, match announced by Tony Khan, buddy. Daniel Bryan, he's having no matches this year. He's out injured. I actually cannot believe he was hanging on the bottom rope like this. I knew he got injured.
It was like a Royal Rumble. Like he didn't want to get eliminated. He's just hanging on to the bottom rope for dear life. Apparently, he is going to miss Wrestle Kingdom as well, which happens early January. So yeah, it looks like Bryan will be out for at least a few months, which sucks for him. People are saying that AEW don't need CM Punk because Daniel Bryan's going to take his place. Is he really? I mean, the ratings don't really show that. Again, losing to NXT this week, and they tried to put a stat card by their standards, I guess.
No one cares about Daniel. If Daniel Bryan get released for AEW, it doesn't change anything, man. The ratings won't go up, they won't go down.
Daniel Bryan's not got the same sort of appeal that CM Punk does.
No.
And I think for people to suggest that like that, you are crazy. Anyway, that's it, guys. Daniel Bryan injured. Get well soon, Daniel. Maybe eat a steak or something like that, and it might speed up your recovery. But that's it, guys. Till next time, let us know your thoughts down below. Whose fault was it? I'm assuming it was Okada's, but I mean, it could have been Orange Cassidy, but every time I've seen Orange Cassidy throw that punch, he makes it look fake by a country mile, so I'm going to assume that it was Okada.
Yeah, I'm going to assume it was Okada. I just think there's more chance of Okada injuring him because Orange Cassidy's moves are like 1 mile an hour.
The offense looks shit, and then I wouldn't be surprised if a Japanese guy comes in. Strong style, me break your orbital blow, and ho-ho.
Although if Okada hit that move he did on Cesaro, maybe he wouldn't have injured Daniel Bryan because he just didn't connect.
Anyway,
that's a 7-star, man.
7-star match, buddy. Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Being Fog Wrestling. Let us know your thoughts down below. Daniel Bryan, should he retire or not? I don't want to see the guys. I mean, what is it when he first came back and they're powerbombing the guy in the back of the fucking apron? The ring apron? What is that?
Oh, if he's fit, he can take this.
Oh, you know, this guy's neck's hanging on by a thread. Let's powerbomb his neck onto the back of the ring apron. Absolute fucking moronic. Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Peace.